All right. Well, welcome to everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar on getting to Guyana with JetBlue. So my name is Jenna and I work for Emerging Destinations. We represent cool companies and cool places. Of course, today we're going to be talking about the destination of Guyana. But before we get to that, I'm going to take a quick moment just to introduce our portfolio to you. Today, I'm going to just introduce our South American portfolio. So we represent Jungle Experiences. They do Amazon River cruising in Peru. We have Grand Hotels Lux, who have properties in Uruguay and Argentina. We have Las Torres Patagonia, who are in Cerro del Paine National Park in Chile. And we also have Terra Nova, who do Costa Rican travel design in Costa Rica. So of course, those you can see all the different logos of the companies that we represent on your screen there. So if you do have any questions about any of those companies, my email address is at the bottom of the screen. So please feel free to reach out to me. I can help you with anything you need, whether it be digital links or if you want to organize a training for you and your team. I would be more than happy to do that. So please feel free to reach out. A couple housekeeping items to go over before we get started. Today's webinar will be recorded. So if you do have to step away for a moment or answer a call, eat your lunch, whatever it may be, please do not worry about that, as I will be sending the recording out to everybody next week. In addition to receiving that recording, we also do post all of our previous webinars on our Emerging Destinations YouTube channel, as well as on our Emerging Destinations website. So if there is anything that you have missed, those are always available there, and I make sure to put those up the day of. So if you do miss the webinar at all, you can find them there. At the end of the presentation, we will be doing a Q&A. So if you have any questions that come up throughout the presentation, please feel free to type those through to us using the GoToWebinar control panel. We love hearing those questions and any comments that you might have as well. So please feel free to participate and share those with us. Being that we have JetBlue joining us today, I won't give you too much of an introduction to the actual topic itself, but we do have Claudia joining us from JetBlue. So she's going to talk to you about their new programs and the flight down to Guyana, of course. Before that, though, Nicola's just going to give you a very brief overview of the destination of Guyana and, of course, any COVID-related updates that we have. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Nicola. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Jenna, and welcome everyone. Like Jenna said, my name is Nicola Balaram, and I work for the Guyana Tourism Authority here in Georgetown, Guyana. My job today is just to give you a quick overview of the destination to get you even more excited than you actually are right now, which I'm sure you are. Guyana is a rare kind of place. It's one that we like to say that we have nature's beating heart. It's a small South American nation just about the size of Idaho and located below the Caribbean Sea, but is sandwiched between Venezuela, Brazil, and Suriname. It's the only country in South America where English is the official language. So this means that in your trip to Guyana, you will have no issues with translating or speaking to our locals, especially our indigenous peoples, more in the rainforest and savanna regions. I know JetBlue will cover this a bit more, but to get to Guyana, we do have some great connections to our source markets, which are the US, Canada, UK, and Benelux region, German and German-speaking markets. And from Miami, New York, and Toronto, it takes less than 10 hours to get to Guyana. Some of the airlines that currently service in 2021 are listed here on the screen, including American Airlines, Caribbean Airlines, Trans-Guyana Airways, which is actually a domestic airlines, but now serves flights from Barbados. We do have connections through Barbados with Virgin Atlantic and also British Airways if you are traveling from the UK. Some of our more direct flights from the US right now include JetBlue from New York, JFK International Airport, Eastern Airlines actually just stopped their flights from New York, but we're hoping maybe someday soon they may return. American Airlines from Miami, Florida, Caribbean Airlines from Miami, Toronto, Trinidad and Barbados, and Copa Airlines connects through Panama, and they connect to about 14 destinations in North America. Now that you know how to get here on a more general scale, what is the Guyana tourism product? What are you traveling for? We have so many experiences you can have here. All are filled with nature, adventure, and culture. But to best understand and describe it, we have 5 main areas or pillars of tourism that we like to share with travelers. So Guyana is an adventure, an active exploration or adventure destination. We are filled with nature and wildlife experiences. We also have a deep and diverse culture and rich heritage. We are a big birding destination. We have over 820 species of birds, some which are some of the star birds and many international birders come to see, and many that are also endemic to Guyana and our surrounding areas alone. We also do have a lot of conservation and save travel. This is scientific, academic, volunteer, and educational travel. A lot of our conservation efforts are actually and also included in the tourism products. You can go black caiman tagging, learn about our turtle conservation project, and even the project that helps to protect the arapaima species, which is the world's largest scaled freshwater fish. But I do know that one of the big elements here is COVID. So before we share, we get more into the presentation, I do want to share some of our local updates in relation to COVID-19. Guyana currently has a curfew between 12:30 p.m. to 4 a.m. Essential businesses are allowed to be open up to 9:30 p.m. Hotel lodges, tour operators, accommodations are allowed to be open if they are given the conditional approval from the Guyana Tourism Authority. We do inspect the businesses once they send us their standard operating procedures to ensure that their operations are safe and in keeping with the COVID-19 guidelines. And these businesses are then listed to be safe for travel. Social distancing and wearing a mask in public spaces is required. There is a restriction on many social activities, but restaurants are allowed to be open for takeout, outdoor dining, and indoor dining at 40% capacity up to 9:30 p.m. When you are traveling to Guyana, you are required to take a PCR test and have it be negative within 7 days of travel. If you do come with a negative test within 72 hours, then you will not need a second test upon arrival. However, if your test was taken 4 to 7 days of travel, you will be required to be retested here in Guyana. Before you come as well, you do have to complete a passenger locator form and complete this within 24 hours of travel and present this documentation when landing in Guyana. All this information can be found on guyanatravel.gy. This website was done by our Civil Aviation Authority just to inform the travelers of what the process is coming into Guyana. And I think that just gives you a bit of an overview into the destination, and I'll now hand it over to Claudia from JetBlue to get more into that part.
Thank
Claudia,
you,
over to
Nicola.
you.
Yes, thank you, Nicola. It was very nice to be able to learn more about Guyana. But again, my name is Claudia Gonzalez. I'm a regional commercial manager for JetBlue, based in Florida. And it is my pleasure to be here this afternoon with you all. Also joining us today is Chiara Segara. She is our sales coordinator. Thank you, Chiara, for joining. Well, I want to start just mentioning that actually on December 11th, JetBlue launched services between New York International JFK Airport to Guyana. The newest service operates 4 times a week on a JetBlue Airbus 321, which is our newest aircraft. JetBlue arrival in Guyana introduces our low fares and award-winning service to another new market in Latin America, where customers have faced really high prices actually and very little competition. We remain committed to this important region of our network and continue to connect more travelers with the people and places that they want to see. JetBlue newest route connects New York Guyanese American community, which is the largest actually in the US, with the capital city, also making connections between friends and family easier and closer than ever. Guyana becomes actually the 4th destination in South America that JetBlue serves, and we continue to grow our presence in the Caribbean and Latin America, now with almost 40 destinations throughout the region. So definitely we're delighted about operating and servicing this destination. For a long time we've been trying to do it, so finally we're here. So this is the agenda for today. We're going to be talking about the Safety from the Ground Up, which is a program that was created to make sure that we are protected. We are protected, and also we're protecting our crew members and customers flying on JetBlue due to the pandemic. Also, we're going to be touching some points regarding the expansion in our network. Definitely, we want to introduce the JetBlue experience, as probably some Guyanese agencies and contacts are joining today, and they may not be so familiar with the JetBlue experience and what that entails. Also, we'd like to show you a video, actually a 360 video of our newest aircraft, Airbus 321, the neo version, which is the one that we're serving the destination from JetK. And then at the end, we're going to have a Q&A session. So hopefully we can answer any questions you may have. So now I'm going to pass it over to Kiara. She's going to talk to us about the safety from the ground up.
Thank you, Claudia. So how is everyone doing? I'm going to be showing a graphic from our program Safety from the Ground Up. Our main pillars are healthy crew members, clean air and surface, more space and fewer touch points, and travel flexibility. Our safety measures are multi-layer and grounded in the latest science from our guidance from the CDC and also our infectious disease specialists. So everyone can feel more confident with flying with JetBlue. So our first pillar, healthy crew members. We're conducting temperature checks for all our crew members, requiring face masks and providing paid sick leave because we are, encouraging our crew members, if they do feel sick, to stay home. Our second one is more space and fewer touch points. We do require everyone that flies with us to have a mask on, and we also have the most space between each row. The clean and surface is our third pillar. This is basically just disinfecting common surface, and we also use our hospital grade HEPA air filtration on board. And our travel flexibility, which right now is waiving and changing cancel fees for our tickets purchased through March 31st of 2020. This is more of like an overview of everything our Safety from the Ground Up program covers. And now I'm gonna go over the second part, which is our HEPA air filter. This is just a graphic of how it works within the airplane. The fresh air enters the plane, and then it reroutes the air conditioner. The filter passes through the hospital grade HEPA air filter. As I mentioned, it mixes with the fresh air and it re-enters the cabin. And the third step for this HEPA air filter is that the cabin air is replaced about every 3 minutes with approximately 50% of fresh air and 50% of the HEPA filter air. So this is just an overview of how the HEPA filter works. And sorry, I'm trying to do the next one. And now this slide is about booking with confidence. This is our policy for change and waive fees. Right now we have our change and cancel fees. We're waiving it until March 31st of 2021, so until the end of the month. This is for bookings for now until then, and then for previous bookings as well. As you can see, we do have a waiver code in case you did had booked with JetBlue previously and you're not able to fly. You have until before March or until March 31st to cancel or change your bookings. And I'll give it back to Claudia so she can speak more about our fare options.
Hi, thank you, Kiara. And all this information, I just want to remind you that is available at the JetBlue webpage. For those that are in the industry, you can always go and click on the travel agent link, and then all this information will be available there for you, or just navigate at the regular JetBlue page. This is a little bit technical, and I don't really know how many of you are, travel agents, or how many of you are just in the industry or promoting the destination. So I'm not going to go into so much detail, but I want to tell you that just last week, JetBlue upgraded the different options, the different fare options that we have for our customers. So basically, something that is really new is that is also really great for our customers is that basically all our fares have more flexibility, meaning that now JetBlue allows changes because it's so uncertain times right now that people may have to cancel the trips with a short notice. So now it's like we're not penalizing those those changes that they may happen, and basically customers can change it at any time. They just have to pay the change in the difference in fare if that exists. Something also that is worth to highlight is that we have introduced the Blue Basic economy, or fare, which is a very competitive fare in pricing. Definitely, it just had some restriction. We're not allowing the carry-on bag anymore. It's just like this fare only includes a personal item. We just want to make sure that everybody understands the differences that we're offering for customers, for all different type of customers, and depending what you're looking for. But I encourage you just to go online and get more familiar with all the differences in the new fare options. And just going back to the US coronavirus testing requirements, the CDC implemented, probably as everybody's aware, like new guidelines, and basically is requiring for all those travelers coming into the United States, they need to have a proof of recovery from COVID-19 or a negative PCR or antigen viral test before they board our plane. So the JetBlue crew member, working on the flight is going to make sure that you have all your paperwork. These tests can be, you can provide a proof of your test, in paper or also electronically as well. Just make sure that before you have all your documentation. Also, kind of like the strategy that we've been doing, trying to recover and to minimize the negative impact of the pandemic, is that we've been very flexible and nimble with our network. We've been, postponing or maybe not flying some routes and maybe opening, other routes that we see traffic going to and from. We have added like about 80 new flights to our network. So we're trying to be as flexible as possible, as I was saying, making sure that we're providing service where it's needed. Another really good news is that we just introduced an extended or schedule. So this means that now you can go online, or you can go to your preferred travel agency and try to and look for a JetBlue flight up to 331 days. Before, we used to have a more restrictive schedule. It was only posted like 6 to 7 months prior. So now with this, with this extension, now we are way more competitive, and we align with the airline industry standards for the traditional or like the legacy carrier airlines. Some good news, to share is that JetBlue just entered a new partnership with American Airlines. This is a very strategic partnership for us because we're going to be able to add and expand new routes. Also, we're going to be able to offer more choices and loyalty benefits to our customers, and it's going to be a more seamless experience. We're entering a code share partnership, and together, JetBlue and American Airlines will be operating 489 daily flights, more than any other airline, and serving 120 destinations nonstop from the New York area. This partnership will include pretty much all the routes in the New York metropolitan area, meaning includes JFK, LaGuardia, Newark, Westchester Airport, all the airports in New York, and also Boston, which Boston, just as a reminder, is one of our focus cities. That's how we call our hub cities. So it is a great partnership. We're really looking forward to continue to grow this partnership. And I think we just rolled out last week the first phase, but as we continue, with the approvals, we will continue to include more and more routes. So another good thing is that we're going to be sharing the loyalty benefits. So very exciting. Something as a reminder, I see that Kara switched to this slide, is that there is a new air through the throne, meaning that JetBlue will start new service from JFK and Boston to London very soon, probably by the end of 2021. More to come. I know that there is a very strong connection in Guyana to the UK. So more to come. We haven't made the official announcement yet, but we're looking into different airports, and hopefully we can announce it very soon. Now we want to spend some time talking about the JetBlue experience. This is a new market for us, and I'm sure that many customers, they haven't had the opportunity to try JetBlue yet. So if we go to the next slide, this is this is kind of like the schedule that we have. It's not exactly the schedule, but we do have four weekly operations from JFK to Guyana, and the operations work on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and the turnaround is the same. This is the JetBlue experience that I was mentioning before. Basically, we offer the most leg room in coach. And also, additionally, for those passengers that they want to have even more space, we have created this product that basically the first 5 rows on the plane, they have an additional, space. This has a fee, but also is available on JetBlue.com to check those prices depending on the route. Also, some great news is that this in our service, actually, we offer Wi-Fi, or we call it Fly-Fi, gate to gate, and it is complimentary. You don't have to pay anything to get access to, to the internet on board JetBlue plane. JetBlue also offers free DirecTV and Sirius XM radio at every seat. Additionally, we serve snacks and drinks free of charge as well, unlimited actually. So you can have as many snacks as you like. And also we offer some additional food, Eat Up Cafe, that's how we call it, for those customers that they still want to buy like a sandwich or a salad or something additional, or even alcoholic drinks. JetBlue also offers you one personal item that you can have with you, and we offer a carry-on bag for all our fares, with the exception of the Blue Basic. So also we have outlets that you can charge your phone on every seat. And we do have access to movies as well in the Airbus 321 Neo. I want to talk about, this aircraft that is an amazing aircraft, is very fuel efficient, also offers a very comfortable seat, with a very, with an enhanced cushion, also adjustable headset rest, power connection on every seat, and obviously we continue to offer the most legroom in the industry. Also for the in-flight entertainment, which is powered by Tel's Avant and Viasat 2. As I was saying, we offer the free internet, but also every screen, it is a high definition, and also it's about like 10 inches wide, which allow you to enjoy more than 100 channels on live TV, and also you can pause and rewind your the movies that you're watching, which is also a very very nice selection.
And after this slide, sorry, Claudia, to interrupt, Jenna is going to be playing the 360 video for us.
Oh, that's great. And then after that, we can, we can pause the video and maybe go into Q&A.
Perfect. So I'm going to jump in here and play that video. Before I do, I did just want to remind everybody, now would be a great time to type through any questions that you might have. So
sharing that video with us, Jenna. My name is Anna. I work with Jenna at Emerging Destinations. And unfortunately, her computer has frozen. So this is why I'm jumping in the webinar. So not sure, Claudia and Chiara, if you want to add anything else to the webinar. Otherwise, we will proceed to answer the questions that some of the people attending the webinar has typed in the control panel.
No, that's all on our end. We were going to, after the video, go to a Q&A. So
Okay, perfect. So let me start with the questions that we have in the control panel. The first time is what class of services are for Blue Extra Mint? Claudia or Chiara, are you there?
Yes, thank you. I was trying to unmute myself, but I couldn't do it. Now it's working.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yes, thank you for that question. Yes, we do have Mint service, or is equivalent to our business class, which is an amazing experience. We do have this service mainly transcontinental, meaning from the East Coast to the West Coast in the US, from New York to San Francisco, LA, Seattle. Also, we have expanded to some high-end leisure destinations in Latin American Caribbean, like Cayman, Barbados, and I think Lucia. San Lucia is just seasonal. Some of them are just seasonal. Unfortunately, we don't have this Mint service for Guyana as of now, but who knows? We continue to get more planes with the Mint configuration, and hopefully one day very soon we can add that service to Georgetown as well.
Great, thank you. Then the following question that we have is, what is the Sabre GDS booking code for Mint?
I don't know it by heart, but what I can tell you is that all the GDS's entries per class of service or per fare, they're available at the travel agent link on their JetBlue.com. And actually, Kiara, if you can show the last slide in our presentation, because I believe the link is there, so everybody can have it, and they can, after this call, they can just go directly in our website and check it out. It has everything pretty much that any travel agent may need regarding
Sure.
JetBlue
Okay.
policies. Yeah, perfect. That's the one I was referring to, and it's the second one, which is jetblue.com/travel-agents.
Great. However, please, for all the agents, remember that we will be sending you in the upcoming dates the recording to this webinar. We will be uploading also in Emerging Destinations YouTube channel as well as on our website, and we will be included in the follow-up by email the Q&A. So in case you didn't have the chance to write the link, the exact link, we will be including that in the Q&A. The next question we have on the control panel, when does JetBlue plans to start offering service from Toronto, Canada?
We don't have any any plans as of now to start going to Toronto. I think our focus right now is obviously to continue to grow or the domestic destinations and also Latin American, Caribbean, and also the expansion that we're gonna be having by the end of the year, expanding our wings to the UK. But definitely, if something arises, definitely we'll be communicating with everybody.
Okay, thank you. Then we do have another one. Is JetBlue currently blocking middle seats?
No, we used to have that strategy, and we were, blocking the middle seat for quite some time. But beginning January, we decided to go with, it was kind of like a program. First, it was blocking the middle seat, and then we went to 70% load factor, 80% load factor. And as of now, we just booking every seat. Although January and February has been, not like 100% load factor. No, every seat is available for sale right now. But we do encourage, and actually it is a requirement for everybody on a JetBlue flight 2 years or older to wear a mask during the entire trip.
Okay. And then I think we have the last question on the control panel. What is the situation of the airport in Georgetown? Is it open skies or not? And does any airline can decide freely to fly to Georgetown International Airport?
I'm sorry, I don't think that question is for me, for JetBlue. I mean, we do operate, but I'm not sure, what are the airport regulations.
Not sure if we still have Nicola online, if you are able to answer this question. Otherwise, we will find the answer and include in the Q&A. Okay, I think we don't have Nicola online. So Eduardo, who sent this question on the control panel, we will send you the answer in the Q&A in the upcoming days. So not sure if you would like, Claudia and Chiara, add anything else. Otherwise, I will do a quick wrap up and say goodbye to everybody.
No, just thank you so much for the time. Hopefully you learned something about JetBlue. I truly encourage everybody, all the attendees, to go on jetblue.com, scroll all the way down, and then on the left side, all the way to the bottom, says travel agents. You can just click there and you will find all the JetBlue policies, just to get more familiar with, the way we do things. And hopefully you can fly on JetBlue very soon, so you can truly experience the JetBlue, service. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Claudia. So for all of our attendees, please remember that in the upcoming days, we will be sending a follow-up email with this recording, useful information, as well as the Q&A. And also we encourage you to visit our website, emergingdestinations.com, and our new YouTube channel, Emerging Destinations. In both places, you will be able to find not only this recording, but also some past webinars that we did with Guyana. This is all for today's webinar, Discover Guyana with JetBlue. We really appreciate your time and connection with us today. And again, remember, if we can help or assist you in any way, we will be happy to do so. You can send us an email, jenna@emergingdestinations.com, or my email is anna@emergingdestinations.com. I hope you have a wonderful morning or afternoon, depending on where you're located, and we look forward to having you or your clients traveling to Guyana with JetBlue very soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.